friends, welcome to Right Clicks with Saravana. Put a shark in your tank. It's a Japanese story. The Japanese are very fond of fish, strong fish eaters. But the coastal area of Japan was not enough to feed the entire Japanese population with the fish. So naturally, the boats were getting bigger and they were going deep into the sea to get back the fish. So in that process, the fish was not remaining fresh. But Japanese are fond of fresh fish. So, that was not getting a good price, the stale fish. So the fishing industry went for installing freezers in their ship, in their boats. So they stocked all those fish captured in the freezer and they were bringing it back. But the Japanese could make out the difference between the frozen fish and the fresh fish. So then the fishing industry went for another solution. That is, they put fish tankers in the boat. Okay, so that they thought they can, bring them live. So they stocked all the fish in the fish tankers. So they were making some hustling, but after some time, they become dull and tired. They were coming alive, but they were dull and tired. And still the Japanese could make out the difference between the tired, dull fish and the fresh fish. So, this was a major challenge for the fishing industry, but the fishing industry could come up with a very innovative solution. You know what they did? When they were bringing the fish in the fish tanks, they put a small shark also in that. Of course, the shark was eating some of the fish, but majority of the fish could survive, and in that process to survive, they were moving continuously, and that continuous movement was keeping the fish fresh. So that fish was getting good price from the Japanese people. So friends, this is a real story. But here, the humans are also no different. So here the shark I talk about is the challenge, and the tank is our comfort zone. Comfort zone, how do we define it? Comfort zone is the behavioral space where all our activities are clearly aligned with the daily routine pattern, in which absolutely there are minimal risks and minimal anxiety. It provides a state of mental security. It has obvious advantages like regular happiness, reduced stress, reduced anxiety levels. So naturally, we don't want to face the uncertainties, the fear of unknown. There are many fears or uncomfortable tasks we do face. For some, it could be just public speaking. For some, it could be doing a meeting. For some, it could be dealing with a stranger, the networking. For some, it could be asking for a pay raise from your boss. Okay? So what we do in all these situations, the general way of handling these situations is avoidance. Most of us have started to live in this environment where we tend to avoid those unpleasant or uncomfortable tasks. But unfortunately, they are all really beneficial for both our professional and personal life. What is the need to move out of the comfort zone? I have two examples. One is driving your car, right? That is not a problem at all. That's very much in your comfort zone. You drive your car to your office, to your market, come back. So you are quite okay with that. That's in your comfort zone. Going to a gym or going for a jogging, definitely not in your comfort zone, right? So now think of this situation. Driving a car, you do it for a week, for a year, for many years together. That's very much in your comfort zone, so you don't have any anxiety. But that is not actually contributing anything to your professional or personal life. But just think of going to a gym or going for jogging. You do it for a week, do it for a month, or do it for a year. That improves your mental and physical health. So friends, the idea is the growth starts at the end of your comfort zone. There are many things at the end of your comfort zone, just outside your comfort zone, Only when we have the capacity to attempt them, then the growth starts in our life. Now, how to move out of your comfort zone? The HBR study says that the most important thing is be honest with yourself. We need to have a list of such unpleasant or uncomfortable tasks or things which we do not really want to, undertake, where we take generally excuses. We should have an honest list of those, and we should really ask whether they are legitimate. What is the fear that is holding you back, right? The second point is make the behavior in your own pace. Every personality has a different way of handling things. So accordingly, what is suitable to you, what is really comfortable to you, so to that extent, make some baby steps and acquire those habits. Third one is take the plunge. It's very clear, like the uncomfortable tasks, the fears, generally humans tend to avoid them. But, we need to really take the plunge. Even if it is uncomfortable, start doing that. So to help in that process, you start putting some mechanisms in place which will ensure that you take the plunge. One simple example is like an accountability partner. In my case, I was finding it very difficult to get up in the morning and go for morning play. So somehow I was getting some excuse for majority of the days in a week. So one good thing I did is, I had one of my friend as a accountability partner. He was very regularly going. I have tagged myself with him. So that actually, put that little pressure on me that, okay, he is going, I have to go with him. So he has become an accountability partner. If I fail to go, then he will be asking me, what happened to you? Why didn't you didn't come on that day? So that accountability partner really, really helps. So once after you start doing it, then we will realize it is not so hard that we were, faring so much on it. The fourth one is optimal anxiety. The comfort zone gives us a relative comfort. But in that relative comfort, your performance level doesn't go up. So your performance increases when there is little bit of anxiety or stress involved in it. In medical parlance, anxiety is a bad word. It needs treatment. But in management parlance, little bit of anxiety really helps. Little bit of challenge really helps. But that anxiety has to be optimal. That helps in improving your performance. But too much of anxiety is a trouble. So friends, the takeaways from this video: number one, humans tend to gravitate towards the comfort zone. We start building our lives around avoiding the fears or the uncomfortable tasks, which unfortunately are very, very beneficial in our professional and personal life. Number two, life begins at the end of comfort zone. We need to realize this. Number three, never stop expanding your comfort zone. Even if you have achieved a particular goal, then you need to keep pushing it. That is how the growth continues. Like the fish in the Japanese story, man also thrives in a challenging environment only. So friends, put a shark in your tank. And that's all from this video, friends. And if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel. Till I see you next week. Bye-bye.